Big V TV, great to have you with us for a Wednesday night, middle of the week, heading towards round 9. Steve Chalmers is with me and I'm really looking forward tonight because we are going back 10 years, Steve-O, and we're going to look at season 2008 and the notes that I've got in front of me and the work that I've done behind the scenes, which has been tireless, Steve, tireless looking back 10 years ago.
Well, it's brilliant because this is the first time you've run a production meeting and it was all by yourself.
No,
so
I sent you the notes, I didn't turn up to the meeting.
That's right, I'm leaning on you today because 2008 was way beyond my time.
Well, I'll tell you what, some of the stuff that I've gone back and looked at, gee, it was an amazing season.
But there are some key names, some key teams that I certainly recognise still to this day.
Now, there's something I want to do before we get into that. I just want to send out my condolences and all of my thoughts to the big Latrobe City Energy family and beyond. Country Basketball Victoria, unfortunately at the start of the week, heard of the very sad passing of Joe Bruins. Terrific guy, life member, president, Morwell Basketball Association, has had a lot to do with Latrobe City Energy, with Country Basketball Victoria, or Victoria Country. Has gone on and done some other things and helped out some other programs as well. Ripper of a guy. So certainly condolences and all of our thoughts from Big V and Big V TV and myself personally to the Bruins family and all of his family and friends. Just couldn't believe the news when it came through. Such a lovely guy, giving of his time. I remember one night heading down to coach against the Energy, and Joe was coaching the opposition. I think we got up that night, we had a win, we went out, and it was in my younger years when I would actually go out and maybe have a couple of drinks, and I was staying down there and went out and enjoyed a couple of quiet drinks celebrating the win. And 4 o'clock in the morning, when I was needing to get back to my hotel, Joe came out in the car, picked me up, came out and picked me up. This is the opposition coach. We've had a win. He's come out at 4 o'clock in the morning, picked me up and a couple of others that were with me and took us back to the hotel and tucked us up and, you know, just made sure that we got back safely. And that's just the type of guy that Joe was. And as I said, just unbelievable news that came through at the start of the week. Just couldn't believe it. Was shocked. And to all of the Bruins family and family and friends and everyone down there in Latrobe Valley, thoughts are with you. So.
Beautiful.
Let's move on to what we're talking about tonight, 2008, and just an incredible season, Steve. Some of the names running around, things that stood out straight away. State champ men had a real NBL feel about it. The MVP was Tommy Greer, of course, went on, captained NBL team, was a star in his own right. The state champ men's rising star was Daniel Johnson.
None other.
None other.
Adelaide 36, a star these days, running around.
And the coach of the year for state champ men has gone on and is now the leader at Melbourne United, was Vince Crivelli.
Right, wow.
So real NBL feel about season 2008 in the Big V. Just the long list of names that have actually gone on, WNBL and NBL, have gone on and played significantly at those levels is quite remarkable.
Well, I guess initially, touching on the competition, it's a little bit different to what it is today. There was 11 divisions, which is technically only one less than what it is now. But eight senior divisions and only 3 youth leagues.
Yeah, well, of course, the seniors went into D3 women and D3 men. So there has been a big change. Of course, there was no VYC back then in 2008.
Right.
Now, the state champion, just sticking with the state champion, the All-Star 5, have a listen to this list. And there's one remarkable thing about this All-Star 5. So the two guards were Reese Carter and Daryl Corletto.
Latrobe City and Melbourne Tigers.
Yes. The forwards were Tommy Greer and Ash Cannon.
Melbourne and Dandenong. So nice Melbourne feel as they won the title.
And the centre was Simon Conn. Okay.
From Sandringham. Still running around at the moment.
Still running around. So what's unique about those, or that All-Star 5?
Well, it's completely different to probably what you'd see today. They're all Australian.
All Aussies. No imports.
No imports in the best 5.
The All-Star 5 for state champ men in 2008 was an all-Aussie affair. Now, I'll have to go back through the history books, but it could actually be the last time that there was an All-Star 5 all-Aussie for Big V and state champ men. So quite remarkable 10 years ago. Now, the All-Star 5 for the state champ women had a real WNBL feel about it.
Yeah, Sharon Milner from Hume City.
Star.
Kathleen McLeod.
Star.
Playing at Waverley at the time. Faith Probst.
Kathleen McLeod, by the way, is back playing in the competition.
Absolutely. Missed last week.
Missed last week.
Playing for Bulleen at the moment. Faith Probst from Dandenong.
Star.
Michelle Brogan from the Tigers.
Star.
And Elise Penaluna
Star.
at the time playing for the Hume City Broncos. And again,
that was the All-Star fight.
Back again in season 2018.
Playing out at Sunbury, yeah. Amazing. Now, there was one team, if I've done my homework right here, there was one team across all 11 divisions that went through the season in 2008 without a win. Yes. Did not get one win. It was 0-20. That was the report card. And it actually surprised me when I found out which team it was, because it was state champ men.
State champ men, the Warrnambool Seahawks didn't win a game. Whereas you go on the flip side of that, in state champ men, the Melbourne Tigers won 20 straight games to take out the champ men title.
Yeah, you just would not read of the Seahawks going zipping 20.
No, certainly not to this day and age.
So there you go. Now, champions. Here we go. We're going to run through them. We're going back 10 years to 2008. There'll be plenty of people out there watching and maybe
reminiscing.
Just reminiscing at the moment.
That was my team that won in 2008. We'll start from the bottom up.
Or they beat me.
Yeah, all that. Probably wouldn't want to remember that one though. Youth League 2 men. Sherbrooke defeated Waverley in 2 games.
Yeah, Sherby Suns won.
The only Youth League women competition, Knox defeated Nuttawading in 2 games.
And those two teams still have
to this day,
fierce rivalry in the youth divisions.
Youth 1 men, which was the top Youth League men, Dandenong defeated Diamond Valley in 2 games.
Yes.
Division 3 women.
Doesn't exist anymore.
No. Melton defeated Mornington in 3 games.
Yes.
And obviously we've seen the return of Melton this season. Division 3 men, Horsham.
Now I love this.
Horsham.
The Hornets.
Defeated McKinnon in 2 games.
I used to love seeing the Hornets run around in Big V. Gee, they produced and have produced some massive stars in basketball and have gone on to bigger and better things.
And in 2008, Liam Norton actually went to Horsham from Werribee.
Yes.
He was playing in state championship, returned to Horsham to lead them to the championship in that year. Division 2 women, Craigieburn defeated Keilor in 2 games.
Yes.
Division 2 men, Latrobe University.
Battle of the Unis.
Defeated Melbourne University in straight sets, 2 games.
Yes.
Division 1 women, Diamond Valley defeated Warrandyte in 2 games.
I remember that one. I happened to be on the losing end.
The Eagles went 18-2 that season.
Yeah, they did. They had a remarkable season. Peter Gay was the coach and Jackie Greaves, of course, was leading the way. They were a fantastic team, and it was just the second season for Warrandyte in Big V competition, and some stars in there, former WNBL stars, Sally Phillips, Kate Cohen, Joe Metcalf. But we came up against that Diamond Valley team and they were awesome and won it in 2 games.
Division 1 men, Sunbury defeated Geelong in 3 games.
Yes.
State champ women, Hume City defeated Waverley in 3 games.
It was a juggernaut, Hume City, wasn't it?
That's right. It was the perfect time to be part of the Broncos bandwagon. And state champ men, as I mentioned, Melbourne defeated Sandringham in straight sets.
Yeah, it was big. MVP winners. Here we go from 2008. Now have a listen to some of these names. These are the MVP winners, the best of the best 10 years ago. Youth League 2 men, Andrew Kelly from Waverley, still running around, still playing somewhere. He was last season.
He was at Chelsea last season, from memory.
Youth League women was Cassie Hobbs, Cassandra Hobbs from Ballarat. Youth League 1 men, Joel Nabergs from Kilsyth. He's played a lot of basketball too over the last 10 years. Division 3 women. Come on.
I like how you've thrown that one to me. Tatiana Stevanovic.
That's very, very well done.
And in D3 women as well, an all-star forward. Leading scorer that year, Rachel Wansbury, is now at Warrandyte.
Yes, of course, Melton Tatiana played for back in 2008. Division 3 men, you mentioned him before. Liam Norton from Horsham had a wonderful season up there. Now, D2 women. Loved reminiscing about this play because this play came out and played in the 2006 Commonwealth Games for India and ended up sticking around and playing Big V basketball for Ringwood. Geethu Anna Jose from the Ringwood Hawks won the D2 Women MVP that season.
Great story.
Yeah, very, very good story. D2 men, what a player this guy was as well.
I think he finished up at the end of
last season. Haven't seen him this season.
Scotty Cuff out at Melbourne University. The rising star of that year was none other than Marlo Hicks playing for the Darebin Giants during those times.
You're right, spot on. D1 women.
Carmen Weaver out at Latrobe.
Nee Dean. Of course, married to the, Vashon Weaver's married to the fantastic Carmen Weaver, I should say.
And I know you touched on Joe Metcalf earlier, All-Star Centre that year, and of course Nikki is running around in VYC Women this year.
And I reckon the All-Star 5 from D1 Women that season included, as you said, Joe Metcalf. I think there was another Warrandyte player in there as well. But Amanda Hedricks, who was up at Mildura at the time, went on to play for Warrandyte. Yes. Carmen Weaver, who was at Latrobe, went on to play for Warrandyte. So I think 4 out of that team actually ended up coming across.
You've poached the stars, haven't you?
It was amazing. D1 Men was a tied affair for the MVP.
Yeah, that's right. Jared Swanson from Southern Peninsula.
He's a very good player, Jared Swanson.
And one of your favourites in 2008, and still to this day,
still running around.
Josh Bielen.
Nearly
stuffed up.
He was playing for Sherby back then.
Yeah, the Suns.
State champ women. Have a listen to these 2 names.
Well, it was tied. Kath McLeod at Waverley and Michelle Brogan out at Melbourne. Just a couple of absolute jets.
They were stars.
Yeah.
Absolute stars of the competition. And of course, state champ men, we mentioned him before, MVP for the season, none other than Tommy Greer himself, playing for the Melbourne Tigers. He was the best of the best in season 2008, so there you go.
It was a ripper year to look back on, wasn't it?
Well, it is, and we've done a little bit of looking back, Steve-O. Before we get out of here tonight, don't forget tomorrow night, we're heading out to Hume City.
Yes.
We are doing it.
Yes, we are.
Okay, look forward to catching up with the Broncos tomorrow night. We're reminiscing 10 years ago. Before we get out of here, I've done a little bit of extra investigative work. I've been a sleuth. No, it's not on the sheet. I've done a little bit of work. I've decided to, I wanted to take a look back at our good selves from 10 years ago.
Us?
Well, here's you up on the screen here. This is you 10 years ago, Steve-O.
Thankfully, I haven't changed a bit.
You haven't changed too much.
No,
You've still got that goofy, weird look on your face, but that's you from 10 years ago.
Yes.
Here's a photo of me from 10 years ago. I don't look a year. I don't look a year past where I am these days.
Probably good news. You look better today.
Oh, do I really? Thanks very much. Is that a little bit of bling in the ear I see from
I did see that, yeah. Thankfully I've got rid of that.
Well, here's the best of the best, and he's not with us at the desk tonight, but have a look at this goose 10 years ago.
Oh, you're kidding.
That is Craig Freeman. I believe he's still using that as his Tinder profile. Craig. That is him from 10 years ago. How bad is that?
How old was he then? 8?
Oh, it's bad. That is absolute shocking. Anyway, there you go. Reminiscing 2008. Can we pick out another year to do at some time in the future? Because I really love looking back.
That's good. How about we did 10 years this show?
Can we do 5?
5 years?
2013. Does that make it 2013? If I do my maths right. Can we do that next week?
Sure.
Okay, 2013 reminiscing coming up next week on Big V TV. Have a great night. Tomorrow night, looking forward to this Hume City. They're a great club. We're going to catch up with them on Big V TV 5:30 right here. We'll see you then.